What if a broken ambulance could speak? Would it whisper of sirens in the dark, of hands over wounds, of lives saved and lost in the desert silence of Arizona? In Marigold Springs, where rust sleeps under dust, an old 1975 ambulance sat abandoned, its paint peeling, its windows clouded. The town passed it by for decades, just another relic left to die. But one young mechanic, Olivia Turner, saw something else. She wasn't looking for fame or money. She was looking for purpose. And when she stepped into the ambulance for the first time, her breath caught. In the cabinet at the back, she found a sealed medical kit, labeled with 5 haunting words. Do not forget her name. The name was Joni Ray, a paramedic, a hero, and a woman the town had let fade into silence. Olivia began restoring the ambulance, piece by piece, bolt by bolt. What started as a project quickly became a resurrection. She found a faded photograph of Joni, grinning in uniform beside the very same ambulance. And inside that medical kit, a hidden note revealed the truth. Joni Ray had saved 17 lives in 3 years. She died on the 18th call, trying to rescue a child from a canyon fire. The official story blamed her, said she panicked, said she made a fatal mistake. But the note told a different story. Joni didn't panic. She turned back. She chose to go. And then someone covered it up. Olivia whispered Joni's name into the still night. And from that moment, the restoration wasn't about metal or engines anymore. It was about memory, about clearing a hero's name. When the ambulance roared back to life for the first time, neighbors gathered. An old man brought a siren. A nurse donated EMT patches. The town started to watch. But Olivia kept the deeper truth close until the day of the Founders Parade. At the end of the parade rolled a gleaming ambulance, reborn. On its side, silver letters, Medic Joni Ray, 1954-1981. Olivia stepped out, letter in hand, and told the crowd, "This is the story you were never told." She read aloud the line that exposed the cover-up. Given the involvement of Councilman Avery's son, the narrative must remain controlled. Gasps filled the air. Silence followed, and then whispers. For the first time in 40 years, people began asking the right questions. Days later, a retired fire chief came to Olivia's shop. His name was Caleb Harris. He admitted he had written the false report, but he had also hidden the real evidence inside the ambulance, waiting for someone like her to find it. He handed her a folder filled with photos, audio logs, and testimonies. Undeniable proof. The truth spread fast. The town council voted to clear Joni's name. Her sacrifice was recognized as a line of duty death. A bronze plaque was mounted in the town square. Her story finally stood in the light. But Olivia didn't stop there. She turned the ambulance into the Joni Ray, mobile clinic outfitted with first aid supplies, serving the forgotten corners of Arizona. Joni's legacy didn't just shine, it served again. The story went national. Mechanics, medics, veterans, even kids began sending Olivia broken machines, asking her not just to fix them, but to listen to them. Because sometimes machines don't just carry us, they remember us. Olivia taught neighborhood kids to repair engines, yes. But more importantly, she taught them how to listen, to ask what happened here, to believe that what looks broken might just be waiting to matter again. And then came a moment she'll never forget. A veteran rolled into her shop with a battered defibrillator from Vietnam. "I don't want you to fix it," he said. "I want you to tell its story." When she returned it, he handed her something priceless, Joni Ray's original EMT certificate, proof of who she truly was. Olivia framed it inside the ambulance, lit by a single warm bulb, so Joni's name would never be hidden again. 1 year after she first touched the rusted frame, Olivia stood beside the restored ambulance under the Arizona sun. But it wasn't just a machine anymore. It was a movement. Communities across the country began restoring forgotten rescue vehicles. Fire trucks, boats, each carrying their own hidden stories. Because Olivia had taught the world something simple but powerful. The forgotten aren't gone. They're waiting for someone to listen. And every time Olivia opens the back doors of that ambulance, she whispers Joni's last words, captured forever in her final dispatch. "Tell them I'm not afraid. Just don't forget why I went." And Olivia answers every time, "We won't." So if you're listening now, maybe your garage doesn't hold an old ambulance. Maybe there's no hidden letter under the floorboards. But look anyway. Look in the attic, the basement, the stories your family stopped telling, because what looks broken might just be waiting for you to remember. Machines don't just break, they whisper, they wait, and if you're willing to listen, they just might change everything.